Previously on Forsyth Fantasy Hour.
I heard there was a magical artifact being smuggled into Sixis Port. Thought, I could really use that. I wish all of you the best of luck. And whenever you guys get what we need, come back and meet me at the inn.
Alright, let me explain the drastic nature of what's been going on. I'm a part of a group called the Insect Life.
Not too good a group.
No, they're a group of horrible people. In this cool and awesome epic battle, the Black Spider realized that he was in over his head and surrendered and promised to go into custody. Emmi and Ander were incredibly thankful for the town of Sundew and appreciated the party. But they had to go put the Black Spider in prison. So they went to the mayor's house.
Oh, Ander didn't tell you about me. I don't expect to. He doesn't really like his brother too much.
Oh, so you're his brother.
Let's make a deal.
There is supposedly going to be a man, I use man loosely, supposed to come by the ball, and he wants to free all of these animals. If you see him, I want the two of you to kill him. You look over and you can clearly see a hooded figure on a horse. The chandelier shakes, and on top of it is perfect totem. This den of sin and debauchery and animal cruelty has come to an end. Our heroes begin to step into the next leg of the adventure, but first they have to tie up some loose ends.
Season 2. I'm your host,
Pinocchio.
Scott.
No.
He sounded like Pinocchio.
Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Forsyth Fantasy Hour. It is episode 12 and the start of our new arc. We just came off of the Time for a Heist arc along with Before Sundew. So if you haven't listened to those, I recommend you check them out. But have no fear, we're going to have fun anyway because that's what we do in the show. Yes. Show's about hanging out with family and friends.
Yes.
And playing Dungeons and Dragons. Do we mess up sometimes?
Quite a bit.
Yep.
I mean, not that much.
No.
Not quite a bit.
No.
Maybe a little bit less than quite a bit, maybe.
But we still have fun anyway.
Yes.
I'm your host and DM, Scott Forsyth. I don't know if I said that before. I might have. Here I have with me Vicky Forsyth, who's playing Emmi Hilltopper, and then I have Tristan Lagan, who is Jack Pilgrim.
Yes. Hello. It's me. We're back. We're back for season 2. We're back for hopefully a longer session. Longer recording session?
We'll find out.
I'm really excited.
Me too.
And I'm really excited to get back to playing.
Me too.
Okay, so we'll just jump right into it.
Yeah.
With Elliot long gone and out of the wagon, you finally make it back to Sundew. It's late at night. Most of the town has gone to bed. You can see a couple buildings and lights are still on in some homes, but in most everywhere, everything's pretty much dark. Droopy takes the wagon into the center of town, and he slows down for you, Emmi, and Jak, along with Totem and Roderick, to get out, and he directs you guys to the manor and tells you that he'll see you in the morning. Then he takes himself and Spleen down the road to his barn, which is fairly close to the manor. And then you watch him and his adorable little donkey and his wrecked wagon. I don't know if it's actually wrecked, but
I would say that it's maybe a bit
worn,
scarred, burned, maybe.
It's seen better days.
It has seen better days. It was still rolling, so.
But so the four of you go back up into the manor, which is upon this 25-foot hill.
Yeah.
That overlooks the entirety of Sundew.
So cool.
You all take to your respected rooms in the manor.
Good night.
And collapse into your beds.
Yes.
So this episode, you have 7 days. I'm going to give you 7 days to plan before continuing to the next part of the story.
Gotcha.
Of where you guys want to go next.
Okay. So we basically kind of find our bearings, set the course for the next plan that we execute after this week. Gotcha.
Yeah. So instead of in Time for the Heist, it was you need to go immediately. Now, because you have a clear objective. Elliot wants you to destroy the well forges and stop the Insectglaive, which you both kind of agreed to. This is sort of like the week that you get to figure out like if I really want to do this or not.
Cool.
But that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, in this week, I have some actions that you guys can do. You can meet with other characters.
Oh, yeah.
Which there are a couple that like are story moments that you guys are gonna have to like close out or open up like story lines.
Yes. I am all into side quests this season though. Might skip out.
Uh-oh.
Might skip out.
Hang on.
Leave it for next season. No, I'm just joking.
You also have the ability to train. So that will give you bonuses at the end of the week, and that'll give you bonuses towards lessons learned when we do that. So that will help us like define where you want to go. And I really think you guys are gonna level up by the end of this arc.
Okay.
So that will like training won't be a waste of your time. You will be able to like manipulate your character where you want to go.
Gotcha.
You can gain information if there's stuff that you're still like unsure about, like stuff about Departed Guardians or the Galley that you two just don't know.
Gotcha.
You can find more about that, and then you can also buy gear and weapons and stuff that if you like stuff you wanted to buy.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, probably all the way back, I was thinking about I am going to go at some point speak with Mr. Stormborn
Mr. Speaking with Mr. Stormborn.
about his brother, the evil one that he never mentioned.
Yeah.
And he put us into so much danger.
Do you think you do that immediately after waking up? Maybe just like grab some breakfast and then like
Well,
go find
I mean,
him?
I mean, he's there in the manor. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure that when I see him, it's going to not be hard to go, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, what's the approach? Are you going to try to be like, hey, I need to speak
So
to you?
do you, because
I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to go have breakfast or whatever.
And I think I'll go with you.
And I think if he's there, which I anticipate he will be, there's no way you could do pleasantries and just say, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Right,
You know?
of course.
It's
so
like,
so you really want to go talk to Ander first thing?
Yeah.
I don't see how Emmy,
you
how
can't.
I don't see how Emmy can't.
Got
Okay.
you.
Then we'll jump to that then. Too.
I'll go with
Hey,
you
have we
too.
slept yet?
Yeah, this will be like the first thing on my agenda for the day.
And I mean, would I have told you this already? Do I knock on your door?
We don't have to play a scene
Yeah.
for that. But like, if you want to come along, then I would assume that you both kind of had the
And
I already
you
agreed.
just narrate, start the scene like, oh, they both go down for. Gotcha.
Sure. Okay.
And so I guess rolling will commence.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it's early in the morning of the manor. You both come out of your rooms, and yeah, you're eating breakfast in the main hall. There's not too many people inside. You can hear there's a lot of commotion going on outside, and you don't see Ander immediately, but you two have the conversation. Emmy, like you address it to Jak. You don't have to like tell him or anything because we just had that conversation.
Right.
Okay.
Of like, hey, I really want to talk to Ander because things went south. This is not good.
Yeah, and I'm totally down. He's the nearest person that we can find right now to talk about what happened. We got to tell him what happened anyway. But
That's true.
Like, I'm very, I'm very concerned about this connection that we have with the Stormborns here. So
you see the kind of like local. I don't want to call her a maid, but she's more like the hand at the manor. Her name is Catherine. And so she's walking around and she hears that you're looking for Ander and she directs you to go to his workshop because that's, if he's not in the lobby, he's usually in his workshop.
Ah.
cool.
So you go through some of the rooms in the manor and you go down into the basement into an area and you open the door and it is just this like stone basement. There is papers everywhere. There's a couple of desks and designs and there's stuff hanging from the walls. Some are like normal weapons that you've seen. Others look very strange and confusing. There are some contraptions kind of everywhere. There's one of those stereotypical like potions desks that are like linked together with other potions and like fluid is going in between. It's like a science, like chemist kit.
So, like, if we were to go into the real world with an example, it'd be like a whole lab setting.
A lab.
All the flasks and Erlenmeyer bowls and flasks, and I know the terms.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
in the center of the room, there is Andrew Alexander Stormborn, and he's sitting there. He's got a pair of glasses on. Oh shoot! I've never described what Andrew looks like. He is a very tall, 6 foot man with light hair, and very pale skin. He's got these little bifocals on, and he kind of this nice, almost like white shirt
Yeah.
that has these black suspenders on it, and then linked down to like these very comfortable looking trousers.
Gotcha.
And
So, like a black and white suited Mario.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
No facial hair.
Gotcha.
He resembles a little bit of Nicholas, but he is not as well defined and muscular as Nicholas was. He is a bit more not portly or fat, but like doughy.
Yeah. Would you say, like, as soon as we see him, we kind of maybe notice that? We're just like, oh wow,
Now we see that.
we
Now
should
we
have seen.
now
Yeah,
we-
we should have seen this. Yeah.
now we see the resemblance,
Yes.
but we couldn't have known
Yes.
that before.
Jack is pretty focused on getting this thing started, but also when he walks in, all these papers, all this stuff around the room, he gets distracted.
Oh,
So I would guess we enter and I say hi, but then I just kind of start looking and picking up some papers. I think this is up to you.
Jack, put that down. We know how to-
Also, Andrew is a human, by the way, but I think that's kind of clear.
Oh yeah.
But
so was his brother.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
so he looks up and he goes, "Well, hey there, Emmy. Jack. It's good to see you."
Hey, how are you? This
Hi.
stuff looks pretty cool.
Oh well, don't touch too much.
Oh my bad.
I don't, I don't want you to mess with my science experiments and science accessories.
Gotcha. I'm just looking at all these papers down here. They look pretty. I won't missort anything.
Oh, I heard you two went somewhere, right? You guys went on some sort of job or something. How was that? How'd that go?
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've kind of turned my back to them, and I've started messing with a whole stack of papers.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I hit him at any point?
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Oh, hey, what are you talking about, Andrew and Jack?
Oh, well, I tap Jack and go, stop it.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, we did go on a what was seemingly supposed to be a very straightforward little expedition, but it turned into a very complicated we're lucky to be alive sort of adventure.
Oh. He just kind of like, while you're talking, he was kind of like writing something down, but then he kind of looked up and he took off his glasses and he's like, what do you mean by that?
The job was a little bit hairy to start with, but there were some other complications, and then your brother and some more complications.
Yeah,
but there was stuff, and then there was your brother.
Yeah, I would say definitely the thing that complicated things the most was,
It was your
your
brother.
brother. You know, the
That
one
was
you've
the one.
never mentioned.
Yeah,
You failed to mention.
She's angrier about it than I am because I just kind of I met y'all recently. But yeah,
it seems that in all this time that I've known you, you never told me that you had a horrifically evil brother
yeah,
that tried
exactly.
to kill us.
He doesn't look good when you're saying that, and he kind of just stands up and he says, "Well, I simply don't like my half brother, and I'm sorry Nicholas gave you trouble."
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Jack goes back to messing with the stack of papers.
well, he is very much interested in finding you, and in the meantime, he really almost killed us, and he was probably one of the scariest individuals I've ever met in my entire life.
That sounds like Nicholas, and I'm sorry he gave you trouble, but I don't like talking about that side of the family, and all I can say is I'm sorry. I mean, you're still here. You're still alive. So clearly you handled yourself. And he's not someone I really want knowing where I am.
Okay, because there's a pretty big chance that he might not ever know anything ever again. But also, we didn't really make sure if he was dead. That was my implication. I feel like I might have killed him.
If he is alive, my thought is he's going to come anyway. But there's a good chance that he's not.
There's a really good chance
We're not
that he's
real
not.
sure.
Like, it involves a displacer beast and breaking any exit out of
So can
his
you
way.
explain what happened on this job?
So we explain, like, the
Entire,
details.
Yeah.
The minute details.
Well, yeah, the main.
Yeah, we don't, like, keep anything from him, though, right? Like, we kind of tell him, like,
no.
exactly...
Okay.
There's no reason to, like, hide anything from him.
No.
Yeah.
So, after you tell him everything that's going on, Andrew just sat and listened. He was very intrigued. And then starts talking about the insect glaive.
Ooh.
So if I got this right, your friend Elliot is a part of the insect glaive? The same group that we met about 3 months back with the black spider?
Apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I last saw him as a child, I presumed him to be dead.
Right.
Then he miraculously survived, ended up somehow with this bunch, but he had no memory of anything
Okay.
until he started to recall things. So I think someone found him, someone brainwashed him, and just convinced him to work for them. But now he's got it. Now he's clear. He is not one of them, but yet he is. But it's in a sense, it's kind of good because he is kind of like an inside guy.
He's a double agent, and
basically.
I get if you're concerned at all, but
That he's a bad guy? He's
Yeah, I
not
was
bad.
there too. Yeah, it seemed like after all the stuff we went through together, like if he was out,
The
if he was out there to get us, he'd have
would've.
stuck us up somewhere. Like we wouldn't be here.
And the information he gave us was, I think, very accurate, and he wants them to be taken care of, but he can't do it alone.
Yeah, and like when she says his information is accurate, I actually have a personal testament to that.
And then do you explain?
I explain my past experiences right before coming up to Sundew, meeting someone from the insect glaive.
Well, actually meeting two, because you met Sylvian Valgeld as well.
Yes.
With the black spider.
So I've met him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Emmy, it's up to you if you even remember. Do you talk about the event that happened between you and the old woman?
Sure, because at this point now, since so much is being put out there, so yes, I do. I mentioned that little episode, and because my thought was, I believe Elliot. I don't. He might be technically in that group, but I don't believe that he is one that we need to get.
Yeah.
But we might need to get rid of them and get him out.
Yeah.
Of this so-called gang.
Yeah, and plus all the information he gave us
was accurate.
With the stuff that we went through individually in our past.
It all made sense.
Yeah.
Or lined up.
Sure.
Yeah.
So then Andrew's just listening throughout this entire time and goes, well, I'm not going to lie. This is real concerning and quite terrifying. And normally in situations like this, Jak, Emmy knows from experience, I like to get out when I hear things are going this bad. And part of me still wants to do that, especially because the Black Spider's here in Sundew. We took him in prison.
Yep.
And
he came willingly. Actually, he was very cooperative.
Huh.
Yes.
Real quick, does Jak know this already?
I don't think Jak
I don't
would have
think
known.
Yeah, we never really discussed
Because
what you guys went through. You and Andrew went
Previously to you arriving.
through. Yeah, so
Which for the audience would be episode 0.
Yes.
So I think the only people who knew that the Black Spider is in prison in Sundew is the mayor, Emmi, and Ander.
Right.
That's it. I don't think anyone else knew, other than maybe Droopy and Roderick. But Roderick wouldn't say anything because
Droopy probably forgot.
And Droopy probably forgot.
And bless his heart, Droopy probably went, "Oh, that nice man," because he never gave us any trouble.
Yeah.
He came along creepily too nice. He was so nice.
Was he nice?
Yes, he was.
Because I don't remember him being that nice. In fact, actually,
He wasn't.
I mean, it might be my fault.
Well,
There was a fight, and
You
it
do
was
have that effect
very-
on people.
This
Well,
one was very bloody,
wait, there you
and
have it.
violent. And
So,
actually, he's here.
Yes, in prison. He's a model prisoner.
Jack has gotten up, and he's just pacing on top of that stack of papers. He
There
was,
you
like,
go.
messing with.
And I'm like,
Ander goes, "Well, okay, can you get off my
I
papers?"
just, he's here,
yes.
and no one.
Get
I
off
mean,
the-
I know.
We didn't
I it
know
didn't
you
come
knew
up.
him.
I know this didn't come up. I'm just all right. Okay, I've taken that second. I
mean,
to,
who would have thought to say, "Oh, and Jack, how you
while
doing?"
breathing.
And by the way,
Sylvia Valgeld is
he's
here.
he's down the hall.
But then Ander kind of like tries to take the room, and he says, "Now, but here's the thing.
Yes.
With all this information, we've got an opportunity. This is one of the first times in my life that we can get the drop on this group and on these people. We aren't in a bad corner.
True.
We are.
We've got the hands up.
Yeah, we know where to go. We have a well forge right down the road.
And there's several more.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Where exactly is the prison? I'm thinking, and I'm telling them too. I'm telling them this, not just us in the room, but
Okay.
I'm thinking might need to take a minute, but I'll have to go and speak with the Black Spider.
Wait, so you're saying...
Bro, Bobby.
I don't know that you should go alone, because
I mean, I think it might be better if I go in alone.
just as long as we keep the Black Spider safe and behind bars.
Oh no. Yeah, you'll have to keep him safe from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Now,
So,
isn't somebody already in there as well?
yeah,
Is the mayor in there?
yeah, the mayor. He's in the mayor's house or the mayor's hall.
Yeah.
But like underground. He's in an underground like
Said
basement.
his house, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, just in the guest room."
No, I,
No.
Like staying at the bed and breakfast.
I forgot what I call it, but it's like the mayor's the town master hall, which is where the mayor works.
Gotcha.
And in the basement, that's where he has the cell.
Yeah, for prisoners, but there's only one, and it's just Sylvian.
Sundew has a crime rate of 0.1%, and the 0.1% was the Black Spider.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a couple things we got to do.
Yes.
I think the two of you should, get your bearings, but you need to go see Maddox and his brothers, and that's the first well forge you guys need to go to, because that's it's on the map.
Yes.
It's the closest one to here. Get rid of that one. That's one off our list within a week?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
They'll be pretty excited to take this out, right? We'll just have to explain this to them, huh?
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
Emmy, you want to say something?
Yeah, are these the ones that we got our stuff from?
Yes.
Stone cutters?
Yeah, it's the stonecutters where you got all your magical artifacts from, which is why the beacon glowed when Jak entered Sundew. Mm-hmm.
Found your item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Andrew starts to go back to his desk, and he said, I'm gonna work overtime, and I'm gonna start making sure that everything is safe and secure. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna talk with Mayor Quentin.
Okay, good.
And make sure that this Black Spider is more secure than he's ever been. I know a guy who can help me with that. We'll start working to make sure we can take care of the insect glaive. We have the upper hand here. They don't.
Yeah, you're right. We should get started on that immediately. We should go straight to the Well Forge after this. And Ander, I'll let you and the mayor and you as well, Emmy. I'll let you guys know when I plan on going to see Sylvian. Yeah.
Your long lost buddy.
Yeah. Well, I'll see him sometime after. You're right. We need to get our bearings.
So, that's just where I'm going to end that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So you talk to Ander.
And so as I guess we're leaving. We leave his office.
We're in the manor area. Where
Yeah.
do we want to go next?
And, but I do tell you, like, you see, that went better than I expected.
Yeah.
But you see why I felt like it was extremely important to get that done.
Yeah.
First thing.
Yeah.
So we did. Now we're
And just,
needing to go.
I mean, you can take the rest of the day to relax and kind of do whatever, because this is like...
That was very exhausting.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we'll just move on to day 2. So we'll just keep going through these days.
Okay.
So kind of have like these little like vignette moments.
Yeah.
So day 2, is there something that you specifically would like to do? And if you cannot think of what to do, I can give you a direction to go into.
Well, you did talk about preparing or what was that thing called?
Training.
And I recall that as we were talking, and I said, "Oh, that's right. That's the place where I got my flying armor and glass shield." But here's the funny thing: did you even know that I had a flying armor?
Yes, you said it multiple times in the show.
Oh, okay. Cut that out.
No. That's like 3 times.
Okay. So here's the thing. Although I have it, I've never actually used it proficiently.
Proficiently?
No.
She's never not in the show. She's never used it.
Okay.
And so
In some non-canon adventures, you have.
Okay.
But
so as I'm recalling, I really, especially if we're gonna, come across people that are, very strong and stuff, I thought maybe I should take a day to do some training and get proficient at using that thing.
So you're going to spend day 2 to train.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. In your armor specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, since your armor is dealing with magical stuff, I'm going to ask you to make an arcane check.
Okay.
Which is a part of your skills list.
Is it Arcana?
Arcana, yeah.
It's under animal handling. Arcana.
So you're going to add...
You were right there. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, dear. 11 minus 1 is 10.
Oh, so you roll. So it's a 10.
Yes.
Okay. So it's been a while, if at all, since you've used your stuff. So you're just trying to get better at doing this.
Right.
And you don't do a great job
Apparently not.
at this, but you don't do a bad job. You're very average with
This equipment that you have must be very like if we were to have it in the modern day, we would need like a pilot's license.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not easy to use, and it would be like what we would call very high tech, or so it's.
We getting into steampunk territory here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Advanced. That's the word.
Advanced.
It's a pretty advanced piece of equipment, and given that I have hardly ever used it, although I must be very proud of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then,
Jack, is there anything you'd like to do?
So she's training, and would you guys agree this is like your whole day's activity for day 2?
I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a video game persona type thing with this.
I didn't know if there was gonna be like, oh, you can do another thing, like a 2 activity max.
No,
thing.
probably not.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this thing. I've told everyone in the manor that morning that I'm gonna go out and do some shopping, maybe.
Okay.
But what I really want to do is maybe go find Droopy, and who else is with Droopy again? Our good friend.
Spleen.
No hands. No hands. Yeah, no hands.
formerly known as.
So I go to them, and I want to make a plan with them. Now that I know where the black spider is, I want to try sneaking in there. This would also be doing Ander a favor, Yeah, he said he wanted to check on the security. Like, if I can get past it, then anyone else can.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to say I'm bad or anything. I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If I can get past it, then I would assume our enemies could get past it. So
Okay, so you, Spleen, and Droopy are basically testing the Sundew security system.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
going to tell them
Yeah.
whenever they find out that I've broken into the mayor's hall.
Do you
the
actually
mayor's
want to talk to
office.
Sylvian?
I do actually would like to pick up from where I left off. With
Okay. So, I need you to make a stealth roll.
Okay. Also, I would probably be going in on this, like, once I'm trying to go find him, like, I'm in the office, I'd go in, like, cloak hood up.
Okay.
Like, if there's torches in the room, I'd go Batman on it. I would turn it all off, and I would make sure that he isn't able to tell who this is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm interrogating him.
Okay, I'm very
boy.
excited
Yeah.
then. It's just dumb.
Yeah? dumb choices?
Just do your stealth roll.
Stealth roll.
Oh.
Wait, what's your roll?
The roll is 1. Stealth is +4.
Okay, but it's still a 1, so it's a
Yeah.
critical fail.
Yeah.
So what happens is, as soon as you tell Droopy and Spleen this,
Yeah.
who Spleen's just like, man, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We're testing the security.
And then after you guys make it, and you're like, yeah, that sounds great, and you turn around, you get picked up by the neck from this very big orc man.
Oh?
And he goes, I'm the security system.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah?
Nice to meet you, half-elf.
I'd say nice to meet you, too. Just put me down.
He goes, alrighty then. Sunder Black Flag will put you down. And he chucks you on the ground.
Thanks.
And he goes, no need to worry, little man. Your nose is bleeding. I think I broke a rib.
You broke a rib, or you broke 3 of mine?
He just starts laughing again. And he goes, no worries. I run the general store here in Sundew, and I am now head of security.
Oh boy.
And Alexander Stormborn's best friend. And I will keep this town safe by any means necessary.
Yeah, is that with all that listening you're doing? You're very good. You're very, very good. I'm sure you also heard me say I've told everyone I'm going shopping. I'm going to say I have no other option but to do that now, so... You run the general store?
Yeah.
You bet.
Oh boy.
Well,
I think the
Let me-
price just went up.
let me get myself up off the ground real quick. Try to wipe my whole face, because you said nose. I think my whole face is bleeding. It's just throbbing. He's in a lot of pain, I think. I don't know how many hit points that is off of him. But I would say it's a lot.
It's not enough to kill you, but you'll be okay.
Yeah, no, but I asked Sunder if I could accompany him back to the general store. And basically, I'm hurt enough to where I'm limping. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you don't really find anything of use today,
Yeah.
but you do make a very nice acquaintance of Sunder Black Flag,
Yeah.
who's a very large,
Yes.
bald, half-orc man.
Cool.
Who I actually like a lot.
He,
I like him.
He's like missing a hand, isn't he?
No, he has two
No.
hands.
He has 2 hands?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
It
Who's the other character? It is.
So, for the audience, Sunder Black Flag is a character I do play a lot when I do role-playing games,
Okay.
and in one game I played with Tristan, he did have one hand.
Oh,
okay, I didn't know if you wanted
Yeah,
to
no, that's
talk
fine.
about that here.
Oh
okay.
yeah, no, he has two.
Okay. In this universe.
In this universe.
Hey everybody, Scotty here, coming at you live from New York. It's Forsyth Fancy Hour. I honestly didn't know if that joke would work or not. It's a little late and I'm a little tired, but that's all right. I just wanted to jump in once again and say thank you for watching and listening to the show. It's good to be back with the crew. As much as I liked doing the special solo episodes, I really enjoy working with Vicky and Tristan, and having them around is very fun and chaotic, and I really never know what to expect. But it's a blast, and they're the reason why I do this show. other than I actually think it's really fun, and I really like Dungeons and Dragons. If you want to help support the show, so that we can continue doing this and make it just bigger and better, you can leave us a review on iTunes or other podcast services. Doing that really, really helps like those systems' algorithms to kind of recognize that these are shows that are being constantly watched. So I really recommend that you do that. It will help us out a whole lot. But if you don't want to do that, you can also subscribe to us on YouTube at the Scotty Milad YouTube channel, which is Scotty, M-I-L-A-D. And you can be like the cool and awesome, wonderful folks such as R. Jean, Monkey Poyo, and Andrea Coy Crane. I hope I said that last one right. I think I did. But they subscribe on YouTube, whether it was for Forsyth Fantasy Hour or one of the other shows that we do on the Scotty Milad YouTube channel. So we do a lot of different stuff, such as talk about television shows on the self-titled Scotty Milad show, which is hosted by me. And then me and Vicky play video games and do games with Mom. And so normally in this ad break, I just kind of talk about the stuff that we do and kind of like what's up with the show. But this week, I have an actual announcement. Well, kind of. I wanted to point out that it is D&D December. So some of you may wonder, I don't know what that is. D&D December is a fun celebration of Dungeons and Dragons throughout the month of December. This was created by a YouTuber named Pro Jared, who I totally love and have followed for a good while. And he's been doing this for about 3 years. So if you're on Twitter or Tumblr or whatever social media, if you search the hashtag DNDecember, which is DN December, you can check out all these different posts about art and stories and just different things celebrating Dungeons and Dragons. And it's been really cool, and it's been fun to watch all these people, be really creative with stuff like this. And I've actually participated myself. So that's really fun. And the thing that I'm doing is there is a, gotta find it. There's a 30-day art prompt. Now I can't draw worth anything, so a lot of my posts have to do with words. For 30 days, you're writing about different things. So like today, when you listen to the show, on this would be the 5th of December. Did I get that right in one of the episodes? I don't know. But it would be writing about a moment of triumph. And then like the 6th will be a moment of despair. Or like one of the first days was about writing about your favorite race, which for me is gnomes, because gnomes are the best. So it's really cool. And this art prompt was made by Scarlet Moth. She is a cosplayer that you can follow on cosplayer, an artist, I should say, because a lot of her art is really, really good. And you can follow her on Twitter and Tumblr. And I highly recommend you do that because she's really, really cool. So I just wanted to take the time to, talk about that because this is an RPG podcast and we do play Dungeons and Dragons. So D&D December is totally right up our alley. So I've kept you all long enough. So let's get back into the episode. And don't forget, the next episode will release on December 19th. So have fun. Get excited. I don't know what to say.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's now day 3.
Okay.
And then you two meet each other again in the manor.
The morning manor.
And today, I'm going to give you something to do.
Okay.
Cool.
Because Spleen comes up. And he goes, well, hey guys. And he waves at you with no hands. And he goes, you need to talk to Yimrick.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Is that right?
And he goes, you guys need to come with me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
And Spleen takes
Forgot about
you.
him.
Whoopsies.
Oops.
Spleen takes you to the Stone Cold Inn. And then when you're walking around, today you get to see that there are a lot of tents around in the town. That there are people come in, and that today is the start of a market festival.
Yes.
So when you do want to go like shopping, like now you have better opportunities to get more stuff because there is a lot of vendors just traveling today.
Okay.
All people who the mayor and Sundew trusts, so they are no one's
suspicious.
right. But you go into the Stone Cold Inn, which is very bustling, full of these new people, and at the table, you see Yimrick.
The usual corner spot?
Yeah.
Where everyone, kind of just underhandedly knows not to go to that corner spot because they know something's, happening over there.
And he sits there, and he's kind of looking at the two of you. He has a smug look on his face, but he's kind of a little frustrated. And he goes, "Hey there, you two. How's half and half going?"
Hi.
It's going good.
Well,
going
yeah.
good.
Funny thing happened on the little thing that you sent us to.
A few funny things.
You're very-
Meant to tell you about it. Got a little bit caught up.
Yeah.
Made some new friends.
Yeah, we're
Friend.
lucky to be alive,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Luckily, I'm a patient man.
Yeah.
Because I remember in our job
Yeah.
that we said, because this was a job,
Yep.
and I was your employer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I meant to get back on you on that.
Once you returned to Sundew, you were supposed to come and meet me.
Yeah, I was tired.
Yeah. Oh, we were beat up.
Completely
Yeah.
slipped my mind.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had things to do,
Yep.
so
You're a busy man.
I am.
But your task was a bit went askew because what you said.
Emmy.
What?
We were super late on bringing him back his assignment here. I don't want to make him any more angry. Let's hear.
I'm annoyed with him too.
Yeah, let's hear what he's got to say.
So I was talking with Spleen, and he was telling me his side of the story. So I just want to know,
That went.
how did the Barbarians' Ball go?
And so how much do you tell Yimrick? What, do you tell him everything that happened? Do you tell him...
Well, I don't think we need to tell him about like Elliot and stuff. No.
Yeah, we should tell him about all the stuff that pertains to the job.
To the job,
Which
to the
just-
crazy
Yeah.
thing, and the
Yeah,
and
we
then
can
we're
talk.
and then we're taught. So you tell him.
We'll tell him about Stormwarn too, because
Oh,
he should
absolutely.
probably definitely know that
Oh,
someone
absolutely.
would be out for.
I-
Because we
well-
were his employees. If he finds out who hired, gotta let our employer know.
But also too, while we're trying to do his job, as we're trying to complete the task,
Yes.
this crazy guy is trying to kill us.
Yes.
The stone thing was not at all, what he said it was.
Yes.
And it turned into a crazy big woman.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll be like,
It technically turned around the crazy woman, so she's not actually big. She's just in a giant.
We angrily
fantasy
slam down our fists on the table and just yell at him about how we didn't know what that stone was. I basically am just yelling at the top of my lungs, "Hey, this went upside down hell in a handbasket, sir. This was frustrating."
Do you
What time
actually
is it?
yell at him?
I'm not.
'Cause you're
there's a
telling-
lot of people in there. There's.
Well, because I was going to say...
I thought that was pretty funny. You were trying to tell me, watch it, and then now you're yelling at him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, well, yeah.
Do you want to do an intimidation check to actually yell at him?
To actually yell at him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Because,
Okay.
because
do
it
it.
was pretty funny that he was going like hitting me, going, let's just listen to what he has to say, and then he goes
Yeah,
like,
no, you
ape
totally
shit on it.
just offhand. You totally reminded me that we didn't know what the stone was.
Yeah,
he
that
just told
stone
us it
thing was a
stone.
big deal.
So
So what happened in game? So you guys were talking with him.
yes,
Then you two just started talking with one another, and then Jack got real mad. So Jack, roll for intimidation to start yelling.
okay. I was about to ask, do you want us both to? But
Unless Emmy, do you want to too?
yeah,
Sure.
maybe we had a little side conversation as
And then
as
we
Gimrick's
both-
getting mad, and you're just
Yeah.
like, hey, you remember he didn't?
Okay, so then roll with advantage because
Advantage.
Emmy's technically. Oh, never mind. This is how it works. Vicky, I need you to roll the d20.
12. For what?
Just number.
Oh,
Yeah,
12.
just
12.
So you got a 12. That means Tristan, you are aiding him, which is an actual mechanic in D&D.
Okay, cool.
So you will have advantage on this roll.
Dope. All right. For intimidation.
Yes.
Keep shaking that. It was also a 12.
Oh, you roll it twice.
Oh, twice?
If you get a higher number, you use that one.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's gonna be 12.
Okay, so
'Cause
12
this one was
plus.
1.
No, don't tell him that.
We need to keep track of how bad my rolls are.
Yeah, mine
My
are
dice.
typically good. Yours are typically not as
Well,
good.
mine are typically not as good, but I've gotten 2 critical failures technically.
I know y'all already.
Today,
All right,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
wait, and so what is your plus what?
It is +4.
Okay, so that's good at 16.
Okay, so that's 16. So the two of you just drill into him that he did not have the right information.
Yes.
He's kind of being a bit of a jerk right now.
Yeah. Honestly, he's on our time. He's
And-
on our time.
Yeah, because you're like, hey, I don't want to make you mad. And then I basically went, well, wait a minute. Remember, this was supposed to be a very straightforward heist. Pick up the stone, bring it home, bada bing. But no, that is not at all what happened. And you were, sir, were very misinformed on what this stone was or can do.
Yes, sir. Upside down, hell in a handbasket. This was trash. We all got very hurt.
We're
but
lucky
not
to be
too hurt.
alive.
We're fine.
So everyone in the inn just kind of looking at you guys at your table going like, oh, geez, he's getting really yelled at. You may have a point.
Yeah, look at Spleen. Spleen has no hands.
Look at Spleen.
Everybody take a look at Spleen here.
And your
got
other
no
two
hands.
guys, go on.
Go on.
Well, they were the ones who gave me the information and told me it was the Philosopher's Stone.
Well, they're idiots.
Unfortunately, we now have the reason to see how this information was so mishandled.
Yeah,
Because
right.
they're not here anymore.
Okay,
Right.
so, I mean, I guess I should count my blessings that the two of you are here. And who knows, maybe I could have ended up like Spleen if I did have that stone, because I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, just letting you know right now, if I could contact an HR, I would.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm sorry. He says that like really quietly.
Sorry, what was that? Can you say that a bit louder for the rest of us in the back? Someone passes by behind me with a tray full of like pints, and I just pick one up. I know it's 10 in the morning,
Oh, jeez.
and I know it's not mine, but I pick it up as I say this. Hey, say that a bit louder. What was that? I didn't catch that.
As I hit you.
Oh,
As I sipped this pint.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I put you two in so much danger.
Yes. That sounds nice. This sounds
Next
sounds
time,
nice.
I will be more careful
Yes.
with my information.
Yes, please.
And I'm very thankful that you got at least one of my boys back.
Well, I will say that I appreciate the apology, and so we're now. I think we can say that we're even, Steven. I think
Okay.
we're cool.
Okay.
Well, as he say that, Yimrick goes, well,
Well,
Spleen
what?
did say that you might have something for me in place of not getting the stone.
And I've said to
Live
you.
pause. What is this item?
Well, remember we have all the other.
We got something.
Yeah, we did have 3 other stuff,
So the
and we
three-
did say we might give him this, that, or the other. Remember
So
there was
there-
3?
There
Yeah.
is the recall blade. Is the 3 items at the auction.
That's mine.
Yeah.
That's the one you own.
That's mine.
You gave Elliot the dust of sneezing and choking.
We
So
gave
that's
him the cocaine, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, that's gone. You can't give him that.
You have a manual of golems
That was it.
that you thought about giving it to him.
Yeah.
Judging by how this conversation went, you can choose whether or not to give it to him.
Because, see, because Spleen knows,
Spleen knows we have this
and
doll
he was
in hand.
he was with us, and he actually he knows all about the Elliot and what Elliot said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I mean, that's a conversation you're gonna have with Spleen.
Yeah.
It is up to you whether you want to give him this manual or not.
Yeah.
You do not have to,
Yeah.
judging by how this is going.
Maybe. Do you think Spleen's here? Right. Spleen's here in the room with us. Do
Yeah.
you-
Oh yeah.
I maybe I take Spleen by the ear here and we kind of go off on the side and I say,
We
don't
don't
have anything.
nothing. Remember
what exactly did you tell him? Did you tell him that we had something? Did you tell him that we had a book?
So, Spleen's going, What are you guys talking about? I am very confused right now. Didn't you have something for him?
Well,
no.
maybe you didn't. You just said something to him, right? Like you said there was
Yeah, you guys
anything,
mentioned it,
so it can be anything.
but the dragon kid said like a whole lot of stuff, and I don't know. I can't keep track of everything that's
Okay,
going
yeah,
on.
good.
Money.
Money. How much money?
I don't know. A little bit of gold.
A little bit. What's
20.
What do you?
I'll,
20?
I'll throw 20 in.
Well, but the stone thing
Was a
that was
lot?
pretty expensive. How much do you have? How much do I have?
Oh, I have
numbers.
Technically, no one bid on the stone. So the stone was literally worthless because no one bid on it.
Oh, well, I got
No,
it.
no.
Emmy.
I got 400.
Okay.
But I'm not going to give you all that.
Right, of course. Maybe we just give him 40, and we say, hey, and this is all happening in a hushed conversation right in front of Yimrick, so hopefully he's not getting too peeved about that.
He's just curious. He has no idea what's going on right now.
Hey, we tell him that we took this off the auctioneers. We pickpocketed the auctioneer as we were leaving, and we give him what's in the bag. We tell him that because we got so involved with our situation that we didn't have a chance to look in the bag. Do you have a bag that I can put 40 gold in?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, cool. Because actually, you know what? I'll put 20. You put 20.
So in some quick maneuvering, the two of you put a total of 40 gold in a little pouch,
Yes.
and you hand it to Yimrick.
I know I have like a sleight of hand. Skill.
Ability, yeah.
Yeah, I do have an ability, so it's quick. That way, just
Yeah.
yeah.
I won't make you roll for that. So he goes,
Gotcha.
"Oh, okay. What's in it?"
Oh,
He takes the bag.
We don't really know actually, so hopefully it's good for your standards. But we didn't get the chance to look. We've been.
He turns and just
very-
opens the bag, and he goes, "Oh, money. Okay. Well, I mean, I paid you guys for the job, but I'll take more than what I paid you, so that's fine too. Sure." And he just like he just takes the bag and he puts it in his little pocket, and he goes, "Oh, okay. I was kind of expecting something a little bit more, but
Yeah, no. I mean, so were we. We didn't get to see what was in the bag. We're just as surprised as you are.
Yeah, I know, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, given that everything else went to pot, so
Yeah. Ain't that right, Spleen?
You
Spleen just nods.
Spleen has no hands. You have gold. We are still alive. Yay!
Good stuff.
Okay. Well, this was very different than what I expected.
Yeah, us too.
Well, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave out of Sundew. Hopefully, we can all be in contact again.
Yeah.
We'll work together.
Or not.
Or not.
We'll have to see. Hopefully, your information gathering skills get a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
I'm very confused right now. And he just kind of gets up, he starts leaving, and he goes, "Oh, come on, Spleen." And Spleen doesn't move. He stays sitting at the table. "What? Come on, let's go." And Spleen looks at the two of you.
Are you going?
But doesn't.
You going, Spleen?
Or are you staying?
Spleen just is kind of sitting there. He goes, "Well, Yimrick, this wasn't the easiest couple days of my life, and I kind of want out of the clan.
Oh.
I really think, oh man, Emmi and Jak really want me here and really need me here."
Jack is continually downing that pint as he's saying all this.
And he's just like, and he just keeps saying like, "Yeah, I mean, the other day Emmi just wouldn't keep saying on how much she wanted me here, and Jak even had this whole little scheme that I was a part of, so I'm kind of in it in this group, and they don't get me almost killed."
And I could really tell that it's, he was hoping that we didn't, throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
I could tell that he wants out. He wants to stay.
He wants out.
Yeah. And so I just kind of was going like, yeah.
And then it cuts back to Yimrick, and he's just kind of standing there going, "Oh, I mean, Spleen, it's the nature of the job. I mean, yeah, bad things happen. We don't get everything we expected, but look, we made it out. It's okay. I mean, in the end, it's about what we get, right? I got some money out of this. I could split it with you."
Well, Mr. Yimrick, sir, don't mean to jump in on your conversation here. But in the context of jobs being, what you get out of it, I don't think that Spleen here got much out of it. In fact, I think that he got a lot taken from him. I would count on both my hands, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fingers taken from him.
And his friends. They didn't
yeah.
come back, did they?
Yeah, in a job
Security.
done under you.
Yeah.
I would say that the most he got from us people that Spleen here is talking about wanting to join, I'd say that the most he got from us was the ability to make it out alive. People who were out there putting their necks out there to help save someone.
Well, speaking of necks, there was that one moment when you guys did leave me while I was getting choked.
Yeah, what's going on with that? It's really early. He's been drinking. Jak puts his empty pint down.
Well, then it's Yimrick, and he's just kind of standing there, and he looks a little messed up, and he says like,
Well, that's it then. You're just gonna take another one of my boys, right?
Well,
You got Droopy, you got Spleen.
Well, I think it's his choice. I think it's not so much that we're taking. I think it's more like we're just allowing him to do what I think he wants. He wants out.
we're not restricting him from doing whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, Spleen's a capable adult goblin, and
he's able to make his own choices.
Sure, and he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and just we've gotten to know Spleen pretty well. And we're just kind of backing up.
Yeah. One mission of knowing someone pretty well, rather than
Yeah,
hiring them, taking care of them. I mean, that's fine too.
Right? Yeah. No, of course. You see what I'm getting at.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you two have a nice day.
Hey,
and hopefully our paths will cross again. Hopefully sooner than later. And he storms out, and he leaves the inn.
We'll see you later.
And Spleen's sitting there. And he just quietly tries to take a bit of his drink, which is very difficult for him. But
I put my arm around Spleen. I'm a little loose at 11:30 in the morning, and I grab his drink, trying to steady his hand, and I end up taking a drink out of his drink. And I say to him as I drink my new drink in my hand, it was his, it's mine now. I say to him, hey. I know it's hard, but we all make these kind of choices. It's your own path. It's your own path here. Spleen, you do whatever you want. You can do what you want. And obviously you chose what you chose. We respect you for that. And we're very excited to have you on board. Welcome to the company.
Yeah. And was he staying already at the inn? Does he need a room?
He was with Droopy, right?
He will probably now. He was helping Droopy at his barn. And then, sort of rounding out this scene, Spleen just kind of talks to the two of you and says that he'll probably help out Droopy at the farm, or at Droopy's barn, because that's Droopy keeps all the horses. He's a stable boy. Or he'll work at the Stone Cold Inn.
Okay.
But yeah, he's gonna stay in Sundew. Doesn't have too much of an interest to go out adventuring with you guys, but he does like your company. So we'll cut to day 4. What is something that you guys want to do on day 4?
Didn't you say the market got some new stuff in?
Yeah, if there's something you'd like to buy.
Oh, goody. We get to go see your best friend.
Yeah. Let's
Thunder.
see. So would it be at Shepherd's Glove at the general goods store? Or...
You could either go there or you could just check out what's going on in the market.
Check out in the market space.
Yeah, I guess we're just walking around.
Yeah, I'll check out the market space. I am specifically in the market for. We should probably try to specify what we want to look for.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the market for rations, foods, that kind of thing, and just any cool special items that might be out there.
Okay.
Yeah. And anything I might be able to pocket.
Make a charisma roll.
Cool.
Now you know that if I see you doing any of that in my town, I'm going to slap you over across the head.
Yeah, no, that's
on the back of the head.
That's why I lose you in the crowd. We're separately going shopping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if I catch you, I'm going to slap you across the head.
That's the highest roll I've gotten all day. Good. This was charisma. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 18 total.
Okay. Yeah, you find a lot of stuff that would be very useful to you.
Yes.
One of them is there's this merchant going, "Hello, welcome all. Do people like disguises? Because I'm selling a disguise kit."
Good. Because I knew I needed something. I was missing something the last arc. I was like, oh, I want to use this, but I didn't have it. So I'm all in for that disguise kit, my merchant.
Well, hello there, young sir.
Hello, older sir.
I have this one illustrious disguise kit.
Yeah.
You're so cute.
Now I gotta ask, I'm in the trade, and you know what trade I'm talking about here. I'm in the trade. I gotta ask. This is untraceable, right? This has got no ties to the
you
bigger
bet.
companies.
This pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props let you create disguises that changes your physical appearance.
Yeah. So you're telling me that the only two people that'll know these kinds of disguises are gonna be you, me, and the box. That's 3 people, but the box isn't a person, so it is 2 people.
As soon as I sell this to you, I am going to forget.
All right, and what's your name tag say there, sir? Farnsworth?
Farnsworth, yes, that's me.
All right, cool. I'll take it. How much
How much
do
do you got?
How much do I got?
Oh, very
Wow,
little.
that's a
very little.
great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. I have maybe just enough for the market price on this disguise kit, which the last time I checked in the catalogs, these disguise kits were like, what, 20 coin? Maybe 15 coin? Maybe 10?
Well, I'm thinking of selling this at 50 gold pieces.
50 gold pieces.
Oh, yes.
My sir, I understand this is a farmer's market, but this disguise kit isn't exactly organic, is it?
It's all organic, and if you have proficiency with it, it's even more useful.
A proficiency in organics?
Yes. Just give me 50 gold pieces.
Sir, I'm gonna
lad.
have to call you out here. There's no way that anyone could be proficient in organics. It'd have to be agriculture.
Are you arguing and haggling and harassing my store?
I don't mean to be harassing
Mr.
your store.
Orkman?
No.
There's a man
Hey,
harassing.
Thunder, how are you doing? I was just, doing my thing, just doing some shopping. Sounds a lot like we went to an agreement of 20 coins for this?
This man is trying to rob me.
That doesn't
Help
sound
me.
right.
Help me.
Sunder, weren't you telling me the first time we met that there's a merchant out here, a bit old, a bit out of sorts, maybe he likes to
Little
cause
senile.
trouble like that.
I know a little goblin that would love to buy this disguise kit.
Yeah?
Maybe I should go find him because this young jackass won't give me 50 gold pieces.
I mean, like,
Renegotiate.
I mean, 50. You can't exactly leave your stand and go find your better
Well,
friend.
here I go.
Wait, hold on.
He starts walking away.
Hold on. Get back here, sir. Oh, gosh. This is rough. What if I told you that for 40 pieces, I could take that disguise kit and maybe give you a piece of wisdom?
I'll give you a health potion if you give me 50 gold pieces.
Wait, 50 gold pieces for the health potion and then 50 gold pieces for the disguise kit?
What if you just want to give me 2
Hey, is
sets
everybody
of...
out here hearing, like, this bad communication happening here? He's not the best salesman, is he?
So his final offer is for 50 gold pieces. He will take a health potion. You can buy a health potion and the disguise kit.
For 50
He's
gold
throwing
pieces.
in.
Yes.
Okay, he's throwing it in. Okay. All right. I pull sleight of hand,
Okay.
and not to take it from him, because obviously we're very engaged. I use sleight of hand to jumble up a whole pile of coins in my hands that I count to 30.
Okay.
Use sleight of hand and go, whoa, here's your 50 coins. It looks like I'm going to have to take that.
So
That stuff you promised me.
So do your sleight of hand
My
check.
sleight of hand check? Oh, gosh.
Hope for the best.
It's an 11 total. 11 total.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it seems to work. And he goes, "Oh man,
He's an older gentleman.
Yeah,
50
okay.
gold pieces." And he kind of like starts wriggling them through his fingers. And he's like,
Sounds good, doesn't it?
"Sounds good, very nice. Sounds exactly like 50 gold pieces."
Yeah, I know. We all counted out here. We all did our part.
So then you get one health potion.
Yes.
And a disguise kit. It's a minor health potion, but it's just a health potion nonetheless.
Gotcha.
So while he's writing that down, Emmy, is there anything you'd like to do this day?
Well, I was, I had been walking around with him, but he gave me the slip.
Yeah, he ditched you.
He did ditch me because he knows that if he was doing anything dishonest, that I would, slap him across the back of the head.
This back haggling. Yeah.
So anyway, I am actually wandering around the market myself.
What do you purchase?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
Is there anything?
I'm just looking.
Window shopping?
I mean, well, I'll see something to eat, and I love to eat. So, I did get a little bite of this because it's almost like an ongoing, constant carnival. I mean, it's a quiet town for the most part, but as the day goes on and people start, and then, oh, hey, I hadn't seen so-and-so in a while, run into a few people that go, well, hi, Miss Hilltopper, and so...
So since you're not actually buying anything...
I can, but I just browsing.
Okay. I'm actually going to count this towards training.
Okay.
And this will go towards charisma.
Okay.
I was about to say that'd be really cool if you did that. That's cool.
Because let's face it, I don't interact with a lot of people a lot, so this is a good time to try to do that.
Yeah. And just like gameplay wise, it's just really cool. Like if you're just kind of going around your town, it's really cool. It counts towards charisma training.
Miss Hilltopper has a huge issue with trust.
Yeah.
She trusts no one.
Yeah.
And so it's good training to just be even amongst people.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to roll?
No.
Oh.
You just start socializing with a lot of people, with like Droopy and Sunder, and
because he likes me.
Yeah. Hey, no one said that Sunder and I didn't like each other. It was just the third leg that we started off on the other foot.
Yeah.
But it goes very well for you, and you have a very good time, and you're actually really, really happy about it. And the times of like when you do get really like fearful, and like really stressed out, this kind of starts. Like this was a good day for you.
Yeah. That
you were able to go and socialize at a party, pretty much.
Good social experience.
So it's the next day.
Day 5?
It's day 5. Is there anything that you guys would specifically, drastically want to do?
Well, two things on my mind are something for both of us would have to be to go to the Well Forge.
Oh.
Because we got to do that at some point, and then the other thing is I really would like to speak with the Black Spider, whether anyone in town knows or not. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I thought we were planning. We were going to take this week. We could sit down and talk about the planning of going to go to that Well Forge.
Yes.
But I didn't know that we were going to do the Well Forge this week.
Oh, no, just this one near Sundew, right?
The one that you're going to is going to be this arc. So next episode, like, you will be in. Yeah, no, Vicky was right. This is going to, like, this is planning to go to
that one.
Yeah.
So we may need this day to go, we wake up that morning and go, hey, by the way, we need to do some planning. This week is like leaving us.
The plan? Okay, so then we'll do that. So I can clearly explain.
So this day, let's do some planning.
All right, so who do we gather at the hideout?
Who do you want to gather?
Oh, the team.
The team.
So Droopy, Roderick.
We can invite Spleen, but I don't know that he'll go.
Well, yeah, we definitely invite Spleen.
We invite him, but I'm just saying I don't know if he'll go.
And then Andrew?
That's true.
Well, we need to speak to Andrew about it.
Okay.
Would this hideout that we speak in be his office?
Oh, yeah. Well,
sure. You guys all go into Andrew's office.
Droopy,
and we won't play a scene in this. But you are all kind of talking about your idea of what to go into the Well Forge and what to expect. Actually, I should just say this.
Yeah, because I've never been in one.
Since Emmi and Andrew have been to this, they've been to the cave of the Well Forge. They've actually never been in it specifically. The Well Forge right now, as far as you've known and has been like told to you, it is a business right now where Maddock and his brothers, so there's there are 3 brothers, the oldest being Big Brutus, Maddox Stonecutter being the middle, and then the youngest being Gordy. They enchant non-magical items with magical items to create new items. And they do that. Last time Emmi and Andrew were there, Sylvian Valgeld was there because he wanted to activate the Wellforge. Also,
Yes. Also,
when Emmi and Andrew went, there was a spirit that guarded the Wellforge.
Yes, that
It was a large flying skull
spoke.
that talked. That wouldn't allow people with malicious intent to enter the area where the Wellforge was in. So that's why Sylvian Valgeld could not specifically go into that.
okay. So would malicious intent also entail us going in there to shut it down?
You will have to go and find out.
Okay. Would we also... I'm just curious, because I think both me and Jack think that a floating skull spirit sounds like a cool guy. Would I be able to be friends with this kind of spirit?
Well, we
You will
got
have
along.
to. You will have to go and find
go and
out.
find
Sorry, what was that?
When we were there before,
Yeah.
because we didn't have malicious intent,
Yeah.
we got along fine with it.
Okay, cool.
However, that's why,
Okay.
the Black Spider dude couldn't.
Okay. So he's super against people who are terribly, like, mean in their intent. Gotcha.
Yeah, like evil.
Gotcha.
And that's why these guys, because they're working, they'll take say an item and they just enhance the item,
Yeah.
and then they're selling these items. And so I guess he's okay with that. He must be okay.
Oh, for the purpose of commerce. Okay, so it really is just
Malicious
pure, malicious, evil
Pure
intent.
evil.
Okay, well, that's not me at all. I'm very excited to go meet this floating skull.
So you spend the next day planning with everyone. And then it's the next day. It's the final day before you guys leave.
Okay.
I would ask you of what you would want to do, but there's someone who was not at the meeting that, Jack, you just realized wasn't there. And it's Gray.
Yeah.
And so you go to go look for him, and you find Gray, and he's packing up a horse with full stuff. And he turns and looks at you. Emmi, you were not with him, unless you wanted to be, but I doubt you wanted to be.
Yeah.
I'm probably with Droopy somewhere.
Yeah, honestly, I think my intent for that, I probably just ran into Gray, was I was probably trying to walk around and figure out how to get into that, the town master hall, but I just found Gray. And that's when I remember that he was here. So I think the first thing I say to him is, "Hey, heading out?"
Yeah. Sorry, I've kept my distance a little bit with what's been going on. I know you've been busy with your stuff, and that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get so involved with that. I had been meaning to catch back up with you. It's just
No, it's okay. I'm gonna go back to Sixis Port.
really.
Yeah, I gotta make sure everything's okay. I mean, we kind of left it in a big mess. I want to make sure Astrid and the others are okay.
I think they should be fine. You should check on Ophelia, and definitely on Jamie, because Jamie probably would have been really close to the Barbarians' ball. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I hope he wasn't involved in shipping anything over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go check on them.
Yeah.
And I really want to go check on those animals. I want to make sure they're okay too.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
just me.
Yeah.
And he kind of keeps packing stuff up, but he still seems like pretty torn up about something.
Well, I guess I would do. Should I try doing like a persuasion check just to try to get that out of him?
Sure.
Yeah. Don't really know how I could weasel my words into that. I'll just have to do a check.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so that's another critical failure.
Jack.
So you're just kind of standing there. And you just really don't know what to say.
Very awkward.
And he's packing his stuff up, and he keeps looking at you. It's just so weird. You look just like him, Rhett.
Really?
You do. And
was like, he's pretty tall. I don't.
yeah, but with the armor, with the clothes, with everything.
Look, it was just I felt that it was the right thing to do.
No, I think it's good. You're going in a right direction. I'm not. I screw things up all the time. I get people hurt. When I left you guys after everything went down when Jak died, and then I went on this manhunt to go after the Stormborns. I met a bunch of great people. I got them hurt too. And I mean, yeah, I'm leaving again, but this time I'm going to go to make sure they're okay.
I trust you. But look, if it really is just a really big trend of failures, of missions half complete, you should know where to find me. And I think I fill them in on what we're planning to do.
Okay.
Because I think like it would be good to have that other card on in the deck, like, oh, if he does show up, like, there's a chance because he'll know where we are.
Okay. You tell him a bit, and he listens to some, but not a whole lot. And he goes, "I'm not leaving for good. I just want to make sure everyone's okay."
Yeah.
Heck, I might even work with the District 6 and make sure that people are safe as well. And
yeah,
I can't stand to see someone get hurt. And like, you're going in a great direction, and like, this is totally you. This is totally your calling to stop these people. I've tried that, and it didn't really work. I tried it at the Barbarians' Ball. You can see how messed up I got out of that. I mean, that was the first time I saw you at the ball, and I screwed things up even then. Like,
yeah.
But so I'm gonna leave for a little bit. I do intend on coming back. You know where to call me. He gives you a little like frequency, and he's like, "I have a call clasp. I bought one from one of the vendors."
Does Jak not have a call clasp in his equipment thing?
Oh no, no, you do. You got it back from.
okay,
you got
cool,
it back
cool,
from
cool,
Celine. He goes like, "I just need to be more like you, and I need to be more like Jak." And I've tried, and I've tried, and I've tried, and I haven't been able to.
Well, there's different ways to do it, and if this way works for you, I say keep at it. We're gonna do everything we can on our end, and I think that if we just all try to do what Jak did, just all the good that we can do within our ability, then everything will be better. That's what I've gotten over these past couple months.
He kind of wipes his eyes, and he just goes, "Yeah, I can see that."
Yeah.
Before we go, I do want to let you know.
Yeah.
There's this informant that I met. It's how I was able to find Nicholas at the Barbarians' Ball. It's this. I don't know her name, but it's this really huge woman. She wears a mask, kind of like what Totem does, or me.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. She helps people where they want to go and what they're looking for. I asked her of where I could find Nicholas Stormborn. She led me to this direction. She gave me this little thing to magically teleport me there. It only cost a little bit of money, but it was neat. And before I knew it, I was like, boom, in Sixis Port like that day. It was great.
Wait, what? Describe her again?
Like huge, like giant woman, like unbelievably huge and strong.
You said masked?
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know her name, but that's maybe something you should look out for.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking out for that. Oh God.
Is something wrong?
Nothing. Yeah, you should definitely ask Astrid about it. But, yeah, if you're heading out, I don't think there's a lot of time to hash out all this stuff. But, yeah, thanks for letting me know. I didn't even think about that. So you were straight in Sixis Port after this?
Yeah, it was almost like a little pill that was like infused with magic or something, and it just immediately put me there. I was like, one morning I was there, the next I was there at night.
And she didn't ask anything else from you, but maybe
well, I mean, she really wanted me to take this thing, but she told me it would help me, so I did that. And then, I really don't I don't remember a whole lot of that day. I mean, I guess it was just because I think I went through time and traveled.
Huh?
And then I was able to get into the ball, and then that's when you saw me on the chandelier, and I crashed in.
This happened right after we met you on the way to Sixis Port.
What are you talking about?
Because that was you that got my arm, like, on our way to Sixis Port.
What do you mean got your arm? I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember? Maybe you don't remember. We calmed you down. You didn't come across anybody on your way here, or
no?
on your way to Sixis Port?
I literally went from one morning to the next. I mean, yeah. There was something when we were riding back on in the wagon, and the dragon guy was talking. I felt a little strange, like a little deja vu moment.
Yeah.
But you saying that you saw me before then?
I'm fairly certain. I saw Totem. I saw Totem with his mask, and I saw Totem try to attack us because he was fairly certain that Roderick, an animal companion, by the way, animal companion you've already met.
Yeah, the big wolf guy.
Yeah, you really wanted to liberate Roderick.
Jack, I don't remember that.
Well, okay. It happened.
Okay.
And I think you need to know that whoever it was that gave you the ability to get to Nicholas Stormborn,
Yeah.
I don't know what they did to you, but you have got to be on the lookout while you're on your way back. While you're in Sixis Port. Just keep one eye on your back. Cuz I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I've run into that person before. She didn't seem very nice.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. And he looks like super puzzled, and he gets on the horse and he says, "I won't be gone too long. I'll probably be back by the time you get back here."
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I got you on call class.
Yeah.
Got you on call class.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And he rides off.
This is super disconcerting.
Emmy, is there anything you would like to do? Because I didn't mean to take up
Yeah.
scenes with you, or without
bad.
you. Is there anything left that you would like to do before?
Well, on that day,
Yeah.
should I be at the on the street or in that see him when he comes back from talking to him and say, does he need to tell me anything or
Do you want to tell her about?
or no?
I think I'd like to, but we can do that at the end of the day if there's a particular activity or something you think you want to do, like more training or something. I don't know.
It's just up to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Is there anybody you want to talk to?
Hang out with Droopy.
Well,
hang
I
out
mean,
with Spleen.
And I have been
Yeah.
been hanging out with Droopy. I think I have been, seeing all the people in town and walking around. So I think I've covered a lot of my little town.
Okay.
Because I've had a couple of days of I'd train a little bit and then I would do stuff a little bit.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just chalk that up for training.
Yeah.
Then, and then so that you don't feel left in the dark. Did you want to buy any like health potions or anything like that?
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because I don't know how many I still have left.
I don't.
Because
I don't know
that's
either.
always a good thing to have.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be about 20 gold pieces. I
Okay.
will make you pay for it, but
Sure. So then I should put down 3? I
Yeah.
have 3?
Cool.
we'll just get you another one.
Okay.
Um,
That is not a bad idea. If you don't need them, great. But if you do, you do.
Yeah.
So 7. Okay, 5. I still have 454 gold pieces.
I know you have a lot of money too, and I don't want to make you spend a ton of money.
Yeah, but it
I don't know
doesn't
how you
matter.
have all that money.
I got all that money.
I
Sweet
think.
treat.
It's just starting a podcast with someone who's at level 4,
Yeah.
I'm at level 4.
and also, I guess it should be stated too. No, we'll mention it in the next episode.
Am I level 4 now?
No, you're level 3.
Okay.
No, you guys didn't
right.
level up.
Right. Yeah. Because she was above me because of prior adventures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I.
Um.
That's what I remember.
So, It's closing out the week of your rest and relaxation in Sundew. You guys are fully prepared. You are ready and set to go of where you need to go next, which is the Well Forge of Design. And then before the day is coming to the close, you're telling her a little bit about what happened with Totem. And you're in the lobby.
Yeah.
Jak, someone comes up behind you. A very, very big person.
Yeah.
And it's under Black Flag. And he goes,
Cool.
Farnsworth needs 20 more gold pieces.
Does he?
And then he just grabs the money out of your pocket and takes it and goes, little man,
Yeah.
you're a fun one.
Yay.
And he walks out.
Yeah, you too.
Oh dear.
You failed that roll.
Right, remember?
I paid that man all that he asked me to. And I'm just letting Sunder do what he wants, because there's not much that Sunder can't do.
Jak, why do I not believe you?
I tricked you. You thought you passed that check. You didn't. I was waiting that for the end.